Hey guys, I got another one for you. Bilbo Bloggins here with 52 life principles I've learned over my short life. Here's a thought for you. And as I was preparing this kind of stuff, I was talking to one of my kids and asking for input, and one of them reminded me of this. And I heard it, a good friend of mine, again, this is probably 25 or 30 years ago. He reminded me, he said, hey Bill, most people aren't bad. I mean, they're not fundamentally out of whack. Most people just need a little tweaking. It's kind of like the old AM radios. If you're familiar, AM, FM radios, when you used to have to twist the knob to get the station to come in, you'd be really close. Everything's digitally tuned now, but used to be you could peel it in and it would be just off, and if you just tweaked it a little bit, you'd have a great signal coming in. And it made me think that when we do have conflict, because hey, conflict is part of this life. You're going to have conflict at work, you're going to have conflict at home, and most of the time it's not a case of a person's just a dirtbag, heathen, dog, pig, lily, blah, 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 blah. It's not that way. It's just most of the time we personally need just a little adjustment, as opposed to major change. Most of the times it's just an adjustment and everything can kind of sort out. A corollary to this might go something like this. Sometimes the difference between being average and exceptional is just a little adjustment. Sometimes we are quite adequate at what we do, and sometimes we're pretty good at it. But if we just made a slight adjustment, we might find ourselves exceptional at what we're doing and what we're about in life. So I'll just leave this thought with you. Consider that you might not be that far off of spot on dead center. And some of the people around you might not be that far off. They might aggravate the hound out of you, because there's nothing worse than a radio station that's not quite tuned in. But if we could be open to just having a few adjustments in our life, in our attitudes, we might find that we could go from average to exceptional, and that we might quit being quite so aggravating to other people, or maybe other people could quite be so frustrating to us just by making a little adjustment in the tuning. Thanks. Bilbo out.